And what does ILA stand for?
International Longshoremen Association.
Got it. And they had a strike recently.
Yes.
And can you explain the effects of that, number one, and number two? I saw the governor had National Guard come in and help offload cargo. What happened with all that?
Well, it was a very aggressive position on their part. We are very close with the carrier, so we were following the developments. The union was not coming to the table, as we were told. And one day we said, okay, we're not going to impact your crews or military, nor break bulk, only containers. Then they changed their mind. They said, no, we are going to impact break bulk as well. And we were hoping for a short strike, which it happened. It was only 3 days. But it's not all done. They agreed on wages. They haven't agreed on automation. And that is going to be huge, because automation is what all these terminal operators and carriers want to have. More computerized system, more efficiencies. So that's to be negotiated. Hopefully they come to an agreement on all. I always believe that there will be an agreement towards January.
And who are the people that are a part of the ILA? Who are the people that are protected? Is it the people that are working on the ships, unloading the ships,
Yes,
trucking?
Is basically the longshoremen are the longshoremen that handle the cranes and the trucks and the
crane
equipment.
operators.
Correct. They have the checkers that do the clerical work as well. And in certain locations, it goes into trucking and maintenance of equipment and so on. We are fortunate. We have a pretty positive on the U.S. South Atlantic, and it covers the East Coast, but also the Gulf. So we benefit from that. Usually it has been that the West Coast were more strict, and they have had more lengthy strikes.
Well, they're so big out there, right?
Yeah.
And they've had many decades of huge operations where we're kind of just getting started.
Yeah.
So with regards to automation, the association is probably fearful that a lot of jobs will be taken away.
Mm-hmm.
Where does the port fall into that? Do you look to the association to make those decisions, and then you will kind of abide by them, or what say does the port have locally?
We don't get involved in it. We support our terminal operators. They are the ones who have to invest and have to come to the bargaining table. Of course, we want to be able to provide the most efficient port, the great infrastructure for them. We're in the process of hardening our Hookers Point terminal, which means we are investing $40 million on the electrical wiring just to make sure that it's protected for the future. TICO is investing $4.5 million in elevating the substation. We just got an EPA grant also to further study on electrification of all the terminals.
Yeah.
So that means the gantry cranes, the container trucks, and so on and so forth. And we are working through that with all the terminal operators. Our goal is to get us to be a zero-emission port. It's going to take some time.
So you guys are very much focused on resiliency, supporting your tenants,
Yep.
making sure everything runs as smooth and as efficient as possible. You're not really getting into the weeds of the positions of the ILA and all that sort of stuff.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. My only thought on that, and you don't have to say a word, is if the country is moving towards an autonomous environment, whether it's self-driving vehicles or whatever that may be, and there's certain technologies that come out that can make goods and services cheaper for Americans, people that live in this country, people that visit this country, isn't that a better priority than really anything else? Like, the goal is to protect the consumer. And if you have an association that's saying, nah, you guys cannot implement that new technology because we'll have to let go a certain number of people that work here. For instance, if those cranes were automatic and they have more efficiently unloaded cargo, right? It seems like there's definitely a balance to be had. But I guess that's with any industry.
It's not only the United States; it's global. I mean, European ports and so on, and
everyone's dealing with this at the same time too.
Exactly, because and you have heard them. It's if there is a strike here, it will affect the supplying countries,
Right.
China, and so on and so forth.
Yeah,
So,
I guess it's an international issue that's really not only related to shipping, but everything. The automation conversation. Hey guys, if you want to watch the full episode of this clip, click right here. Make sure to subscribe by clicking right here. Thank you for watching.